Hey everybody, welcome back. We have an altar. If you didn't see the end of the last episode, well, what are you doing here? We're gonna go talk to him, actually. You can see in the top left there's a little notification.
You come see me? There's a thing.
And then he calls for us, which is right on cue. Okay. Oh, give him the multi-tool. Okay, so we found this outside the base in the first episode.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down.
Yep, I thought it might come in handy.
Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
Okay, so that's a probably decent boost. And I imagine that when we find these things, we just give it to specific altars. I don't know if it applies to all of them, but either way. Something you want to discuss with me?
Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you. On what?
Having a smart me on board.
Okay.
Seriously? Yeah, I flipped through some manuals while you were sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh?
Yeah, but I played around with functionality options and, hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked. Tools in the workshop and such.
Okay, so now we're on maximum maintenance mode. Love that. So he does seem to like kind of a straightforward shooter, but also being appreciated.
Wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out.
No problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Sound like something you like to play around with too?
Absolutely.
Sweet. We could do with some improvements here.
Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much. Remember, everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case.
Sound advice. I'll consider.
So we haven't been outside at this new location yet, and perhaps that's what we should be doing here. Let's quickly check what's in here. So this is all the same. Fine. We saw that at the end of the last episode. No problem. The manual, quality food. They have a positive effect on the mood. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's check here. Okay, now we've got a couple of extra options here. The social room. So this needs minerals. We're going to have to find that. This is where we can spend time with the crewmates, playing beer pong, which is pretty cool. And then we have an infirmary where you can place up to 2 injured or irradiated crew members and treat them. We have the greenhouse, uses rapidium to grow vegetables faster. We have the research lab, can only be used by Ally Corps certified scientists, so we'll wait. And then a refinery where enriched minerals, that is one of the resources at the bottom, can be processed into metals and organics. Even though the resources processed there are often radioactive or toxic, the module is completely safe to use thanks to cutting-edge technology. Okay, let's not get too crazy here. Like he said, everything does cost resources, so let's go out and see what we're dealing with, shall we? Okay. We know nothing, Jon Snow. Let's go straight. We can look for smoke, of course. Actually, is that smoke here? I think so. It's a red herring smoke. Ooh, hello. What is this? Organics. Perfect. We'll take it. So we already need the climbing hook there. I'll tell you what. let's just whip one of those up right now. There's also, it looks like a ledge over on that side, so... We said we weren't going to build anything until we saw what was out there, but it's clear that we're going to need this. Let's go climbing hook. And should I actually just whip out this drill too? It's going to cost me pretty much everything that I have. I could also do another mining outpost, but let's just start with this. All right. Back we go. I love this part where we're just, you know, we're in a fresh place and now we're just exploring. We gotta find things. Organics are right up here, so that's good. It's gonna take 2 energy bottom left there. Now we gotta triangulate. Let's go with the polygonal scanner here. Okay, hold F to send a scan wave. The wave appears in the scanned ground and moves towards the deposit. Follow the wave to find it. Sending a scan wave costs an energy. So, yeah, I don't know if that's the best use of our suit energy. Because we can find it. Just by looking. But to be fair, here, as an example, we have really no clear direction. Okay, so it's way over here. Oh, I actually gotta retrieve all of them. Okay. So we keep that spot. There may be circumstances where we want to have a lot more of these. And I'm drawing a blank here. Hold up. Could it possibly be up here too? I mean, I suppose, but we're not seeing any red pings at all. That looks like a little bit of a problem. Let's draw something out this way. We're really seeing nothing. Okay, maybe let's try here. Okay, let me do a ping. Maybe I just went a little too far there. When we first did this on the last area, we found it pretty quick. Oh, boom. Okay. Love to see it. Let's go here. Mining outpost. So they have to go on like a very specific spot. And now we need to connect this with the pylon. Back to the base. Actually, before I do that, let's see if this loops around, perhaps. Looks like it might. Let's get rid of that. You can see, too, the day just flies.
So, this is why we stopped. A lava river.
Okay.
Plan B, then, I guess.
Smart base.
Figure out if there's a way around. Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
Wonder if I can get lucky here and connect straight to the base from this side. Oh, it's close. It's so close. Okay, so I can assign him here now. Yeah, why don't you do that? So he'll make his way here, and I can go explore. I don't know if they'll... Oh, yeah, okay, I guess he teleports. That's sweet. Grab some quick, easy organics here. Only have 2 suit energy. It is nice that to go down, you don't have to... Ooh. Yeah, sure. To be able to climb, you need to remove the rocks. Okay, well, we have the rock breaker thing. Let's try to find our way up there.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable.
The Vertera drill. Melting rock formations.
If only I had a tool to drill through them.
Special equipment is needed to drill through the rocks. Make the drill in the workshop to be able to clear this path. Now, it looks like when I placed that, it was taking a cartridge, so I might not have enough. Destroying a rock wall to clear a path uses up a drill charge. You can craft them in the workshop. Looks like someone's calling me. When we were in here too, notice we could build a travel pylon for fast traveling. So it may actually be worthwhile. Oh.
Okay. This is not good. We are surrounded. Damn it. So much for Plan B.
Okay. Develop a new plan. Yeah. Oh, there's a, there's like a drop over there from the drop pods, I should say. Travel pylons, useful structure for exploring terrain. Okay, when built, it acts as fast travel point as well as a regular pylon that connects. Comes equipped with a charging station for replenishing suit energy. Okay, so you know what? I said it, and it's prompting me, so I feel like maybe this is a good spot to put one. Let's give it a shot, and you can toggle pylons here. Now the question is... Oh, I'm out. I'm fully out of pylons. Okay, so I'm gonna have to build some. No problem. I gotta take a call anyways. Yeah, and it's gonna hit time here in a sec, so... Yeah, this is the thing. Now we gotta keep track of all of this. Being tired slows your work, but doesn't have to impact your social life. You still have enough energy to socialize with your alters. So, socializing at night. Now I wonder if I should have placed those along that side instead. I probably will redo those. Okay, so he's on organics. Let's do a pylon package here. It's gonna take too much time. So we'll do that tomorrow morning. He's still at the organics. That's right. So let's go ahead and take this call. It's Lucas.
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew. If you know what I mean.
Okay, I got it.
More altars. Is that all you have for me?
Man, you still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
What's the bad news?
You didn't listen. There's no bad news. First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being organized.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dolski, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
Just the thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Say, be patient.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleporting.
Oh, he cut off there.
How long do you think it'll take them to get organized?
All I can say is, they know it's an emergency.
Wow. That long?
Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm really trying to help.
I thought you were responsible for the navigation system. Isn't it your job to make sure we're safe wherever it sends us?
Well, it's what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Making sure you're safe. Step by step, we'll get your procession safely to church.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much rupidium as possible.
Shocker. Big shocker.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without rupidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
I'm so hesitant to share anything with him. I'll be a bit cagey for a while and see if things change, but...
Nope. Hasn't gotten any easier.
Remember, you need to show him you care.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
Good
I don't
question.
know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
You either really trust him or you're very good at not saying anything.
Maybe both. I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Lucas, you got me on that one?
You're not laughing.
Your family seems interesting. Got any more stories about them?
It's a big family. Brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles.
That
Yours?
seems sketchy.
I was the only child.
Wow. Can't imagine how that feels. Anyway, no time to talk about families now,
like-
right?
Like, this is sketch, right? He's like, this is. It's not just me thinking this. You guys think this is sketch, right?
Tell me more about this boss of yours. You mention him a lot.
He's the head of mining operations. Great mind, very open. You'll see. Doesn't normally do this, you know. Talk to people on space missions in person.
Oh, I feel so blessed.
You should. He saved your life, in a way.
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidian, Mr. Dolski. And wait for contact from my boss.
Okay, your life path has been updated. New branches and possible alterations are available in the quantum computer. Okay. Assignments here. You can assign your alters to work in the base or outpost outside. Press tab and choose assignments. Alters are scheduled to work from 9 to 9. However, the number of hours a given alter is working depends on his emotional state. Highly motivated alters will work longer, while those in a bad mood will finish earlier. Makes sense. You can find the alter's work capacity and the number of hours he's already worked on that day close to his portrait. The estimation box tells you how much work alters should complete before the end of the day. And then we learned about that scan wave as well. Yeah, interesting. So if I don't need him at the mining outpost, I guess I could assign him to like build these components and stuff while we're out there. I'm going to need some of these drill cartridges as well. And I don't know if I have to come back and pick them up or not, but let's see. Okay. So he's still at the organics outpost. Can I see the map from here? No, I cannot. Not a problem. Let's go here. Should we build any? Oh, I can't afford to. And working after hours is not great. So I kind of hope he just comes back soon. Let's see if I can meet him. During night, radiation... Oh, it won't even let you leave. Okay. Oh, there he is.
What's up? Okay. I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now? I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve? So now I'm smart, huh? Well, actually, I do have an idea. We could build a research lab and see if we can come up with anything useful there. Okay, let's give it a go.
Okay, but that said, we needed a scientist, so we're gonna have to get a scientist. Let's go here, check out those updates that we heard about. Okay, yep, it's, she's wide open. She's wide open now. So look at all these different altars. Now notice I only have 3 slots for now. That'll change later. That being said, everybody who plays is going to make different choices. And over the course, I don't know the max number of altars, but you can't choose them all. You cannot get all the altars. So it's going to be very interesting. Let's take a look here. We have a doctor, heals altars 8 times faster at the infirmary, also cooks food faster. And then that leads to a shrink, comforts altars in the contemplation room. That could be kind of interesting. We have the technician that branches off into a miner. So 50% efficiency when mining metals. That seems like almost a no-brainer that we would want to get because we could just assign somebody to outposts all the time. Refiner, 50% efficiency when refining enriched metals into metals and organics. We're going to have to figure out that. And then into a worker, 50% efficiency when crafting items in the workshop. That's something that I don't know if you're doing that all the time. I guess once you set like those upholds, maybe. The scientist, a guard, disciplines altars the contemplation room. Okay, so we got to figure out what this contemplation room is. And then a botanist, 100% efficiency when growing crops in the greenhouse. Okay, well, we're gonna go scientist. So, the path of science, maybe it wasn't the most profitable decision, but Lena supports it. She said she loves our camping getaways, and the way she listened to you when you told her your plans for your PhD project motivates you like hell. Who said you can't pursue the path of science and be rich? Let's do it. New awareness ready. Awesome. Okay, so let's check out this path. So at 27, you give Lena a wave as she walks you to the bus for the airport. She's going to be fine. It's only a few months and she's been busy with her own project anyways. You love the way the two of you can give each other space. Of course, it would be great to move out of that student's dorm already, but research comes first, always. At 28, drifting apart. Okay. The equations on your blackboard stir mixed feelings in you. The result is not what you expected, but on the other hand, you feel that familiar tingling in your stomach. You may be onto something completely new here. Oh shit, you completely forgot about Lena. She wanted to come and pick up her things from your place. You need to call her and postpone. 30, a breakthrough. This is it. You knew it would be a breakthrough. First, the grant, and now a serious investor. How about enlarging the team? Getting an office maybe and a new set of clothes? You can't go on looking like an underpaid post-grad student. There's going to be a lot of business meetings ahead of you, Jan. 30, eyes on the prize. Could your research really contribute to finding Rapidium one day? Going in the direction of nanotech and space exploration could increase your chances of that. You really need to focus. Success is just around the corner. 33, you both changed. You look at her in astonishment. Lena, is that you? Fancying meeting her at this conference. Looks like she's gone far too. Not as far as you, obviously. She's changed. You both have. Amazing how young and immature we were back then. Seems like ages ago. Good to see she's done well for herself. The Pinnacle, 34. You read the contract over and over again. Ally Corps space mining missions want your tech on board. This must be the pinnacle of your career. You've worked so hard for this. Well done, Jan. Now let's get to work. Getting on board. The data seems inconsistent. What could be the reason for those failures? You've gone through it with the whole team and still something's missing. Your tech is well tested. Maybe it's not being used properly. You've heard rumors that in the race for success, Ally Corps is sending just about anyone on those dolly missions. Maybe they need you on board. 35, just one final radio check and you're good to go. Time to sort this mess out in person. Sweet. Okay. Jan's in the womb. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say. Okay, so this is going to take about 8 hours. His was instant, but I guess they just kind of simulated ahead there. And, okay, cool. So we'll come back. Build the research lab. Let's do that before bed, as one does. Oh, I don't have enough. I could actually get rid of some of the stuff in the queue. Let's do that. Let's go research lab here. And where are we going to place it? If I can't go here because I need access to the storage. I could do this and then this. That's not perfect either, though. Actually, if I just have one... Yeah, I think that's fine. And let's put the research lab a little closer. I think that's cool. Okay, and then let's put these back down. We'll continue to optimize this as we go, but I'm pretty happy with this setup right now. Plus, having everything in one column feels like it makes a lot more sense in terms of elevators. So, cool. Research a solution for crossing the lava river. I don't know if I'm going to have to wait for him, but let's go check out the research lab before bed here. Okay, we have a few things. So, qubit level is related to research as well. So first of all, we have cheaper batteries. These are all, who knows. When the cheaper battery upgrade, crafting a suit battery requires 50% less organics. That's going to be for efficiency. Enriched metals efficiency, mining and refining enriched metals is 15% faster. Non-metals efficiency, so mining minerals, rupidium, and organics is 15% faster. And mining metals is 15% faster. The base, we have a recycler. It's a module that produces organics daily. The more people in base, the more organics are produced. Base maintenance workplace unlocks a second workplace in the base maintenance module. Okay. So right now in the assignments, the technician, he should be on base maintenance. And I suppose when things start breaking down, we're going to want to put him in there. But if he's not doing anything, I'll keep him here. In the morning, I'll probably hit the workshop real quick so I can get those things that I need immediately. And then in terms of the mission, crossing the lava river, look into possible ways of getting the base to the other side of the river. So it's going to take 10 hours. We'll queue that up and we can... Can I sit here and research if I wanted to? I don't think so. I think I need... Yeah, I need a scientist to be able to do the research. Okay. That's cool. So things are good. Things are good. I could do like... It's going to be a bit slow, but I could do this until bedtime, right? Might as well. Now I'm exhausted. So we're losing 2 minutes. That kind of stuff, I think that's fine. Let's fly. Okay, day 7. So we have 10 rupidium. It looks like it's 20 for an altar, so I can't make a new one. But we can go meet the scientist now. And here we go.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find?
Okay, so he's like right into it.
What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough?
I want to keep him happy, so let's...
Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good.
Okay.
That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well... Isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which could only lead to one conclusion. That my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, pretty observant.
Wow, you're right. That's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical. Of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong?
Oh boy.
The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now?
It's cool. He just gets it, and you can tell that our confidence level in speaking to him has dropped. Let's see how he reacts to this.
You have to get our research lab running at once. We need to make some improvements fast if we want to succeed. Then I guess the sooner I start, the better.
Cool.
You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Okay, so we're gonna just appeal to his, like, ego here.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
Yes, we can. I have work to do, but it's fine. Oh, we're gonna talk together. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, I see.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home.
It's a good sign.
Cheers. Whoa, you look tired, man. Everything okay?
I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed.
All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm.
Sounds like a promise.
Yeah, and we do want to keep them happy for the reasons that we learned about before. Let's track that. Build a dormitory. So let's just take a look to see how much that costs. Dormitory's 40. Includes comfortable single beds equipped with air conditioning. All right. Yeah, so we're going to try to build things up here as best as we can. Let's... Oh, I gotta build this stuff too, which is going to take time.
Should I resolve this?
Yeah, research lab, absolutely. Okay, that's our components. He's already going back out to the organics outpost, which is excellent. And I'm just wondering if I want to rebuild this right now. I think I will, although I'm not entirely sure that it's going to be that much more efficient, but maybe I can get it done. This is 3. Maybe I can get it done in like 1, 2. I feel like I'm still gonna have to build 3. You know what? Let's leave it for now, and let's just see how it goes. Because I can fast travel from there anyways. It's not that bad. Oh, and he actually wants to talk here too. I don't know how important that's going to be. Okay, he wants to talk, but he's working, so let's leave him. And see how much time this takes me to get back to here. Maybe we don't need to build a teleport just yet. I've got that set, but let's see. Let's head in here. Okay, we're seeing that weird oh, it's rubidium. Okay. Well, huh. Deep deposit area. Let's retrieve this one. Oh, I retrieved them all. That's fine. Okay, I'm not getting anything here. We could send the scan. I guess the thing is, you... Oh, jeez. Okay, there's tons here. You send the scan to save time at the cost of your suit energy. Oh, nailed it. Okay. I don't have a mining outpost, but either way, that's fine. And I got a rock blockade up there. Alright, fine. We did find rupidium. That's a good sign. I can get a little bit here. I'll take it. Looks like kindling. I don't even think... Oh, okay, good. I just have the one cartridge. What is this? Oh, okay, sweet. That's great, because that'll be enough to create a new altar. And then it seems like Lucas. Oh, there's a ship down there. There are 2 sources of metals nearby. Metals deposit and enriched metals. Approach them to learn more. Those are probably down below, so I'll check that, but... Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I've come full circle here. That's not bad. Maybe what we'll do is... Because we can always take these down. I know I've got a random travel pylon out there, but... See, I think what we will do is... We will replace those ones in the back. Because these could do double duty, right? Yeah, that feels like it's, like, intended to be there. Okay, so that's all I have. Could drop down there. We had this side to drop down to as well. We've got less than 2 hours. But we've done a pretty good job. Oh, wait, that was the spot. We've done a pretty good job of mapping the area so far. Wait, am I missing something here? Yeah, here we go. Big drop, but I do have the energy to climb back up. Enriched metal deposit. Mine metals and enriched metals, which can be further refined. Mining this deposit is quick, but contrary to any other deposit, it's placed in an area with high levels of radiation. Great. That's just super. We're gonna call this our surveying day because that's what we're getting done. Now, it may be more efficient to have that, but it's a little bit more dangerous. Whereas I can just get straight up metals here. And if we look, yeah, he's doing organics. So let's see if I can quickly find a spot. I'll do a ping. Okay, it's way over here. Let's do another one. Way over here. Oh, nailed it. Sick. Okay, so I definitely need to build some outposts. Problem is, I don't have a lot of materials to do that. And funny enough, in this area, there's nothing I can mine. It looks like just like a quick hammer job, you know? Some small pickups, but we're at the warning bell, unfortunately. Oh, there's some stuff down there. See that? I'm gonna push this. Oh, damn. Go. Go, 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 go. I can't get in there. I think I can get it from the other side of this. Ugh! I'm gonna push it. Secret alien. A murderous alien hides among the crew on a space mission. Friendship will be put to the test.
Awesome. Another movie.
Skipping rope. A skipping rope I bought during my brief fascination with BJJ. I believed it would help me bulk up, but of course, I've quickly abandoned it. I stumbled upon the skipping rope while packing and put it in the bag in case I felt like exercising during the mission. And then a lucky keychain. A key ring with a 4-leaf clover I got from my colleague Adam's parents when I was 12. I used to hide at his place when my father had his worst days. His parents never asked any questions, and everyone around the house behaved as if my visits were a normal thing. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that Adam's father was a psychotherapist. They moved away when I was 14. So this is probably for the doctor or shrink or whatever. This is probably for bulked up. Maybe like the guard.
Where my stuff landed here?
Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of radiation. It's not the end of the world, but it is gonna mean less time for socializing. Let's go. And then here's, yeah, this will branch off of this too. So for sure, tomorrow we are gonna replace these ones in the back. We're gonna pick them up and connect it from the other side. Okay. Let's take the call. They both want to talk. Oh.
Hello?
Jan Dolski. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish
He's the
Lucas was
boss.
mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Let's be a bit cold with these guys until we learn about them. Even when we asked Lucas like some follow-up questions, he was really cagey about his family stuff, so.
Not really. Barely knew them.
Well, we are all grief-stricken down here. But also excited and proud of what you have achieved. I hope you grasp the significance of your discovery.
So, do people know I found rubidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Limited circle, huh? Bullshit. The public has a right to know about such things.
I like your passion, Jan. You're an honest man. But you're under enough pressure already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. We don't need chaos down here while all our efforts should concentrate on supporting you up there. Your task is difficult enough, and failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I think you're bullshitting me. What if I hadn't found Rapidium? You'd never go to such lengths to save me, would you?
What if? People like to use that phrase a lot, don't they?
That's the whole life path thing.
Well, you can actually learn the answer to that question. Many would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Albert who?
A great writer and philosopher. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge.
Oh, I've actually heard that.
Decent, doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now, constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolski.
Okay, you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Jeez. I just feel like that's leading us down a bad path, you know? Maybe, I don't know. It's definitely not my personal top priority.
Listen, you're very convincing, but I'm afraid I just won't have the time to do it. I need to find a way forward before the sun comes up.
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. You found Rapidium. Then you branched yourself and managed to get the base moving. Would you really be happy with yourself if it all went to waste?
Waste? Wow. Is that what you consider saving my life?
Your life, my life. Let's face it. All it is a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
What can I say?
I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare moments that matter. So, enough talking. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
He's not totally wrong in everything that he said.
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for completely different reasons and, as you can imagine, in a much more rudimentary fashion.
Altering mind records? For whom?
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and... I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will need to be ending this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
That's basically a non-answer.
What will happen to my alters when we get back?
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here, but I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the alters.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
We will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly. Is there anything else?
So he only mentioned Lucas. He might not know about Lena. But again, too, like, they could all be working together. So, could be a test. He doesn't want us to tell anyone about the alters, other than Lucas.
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
Oh.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
So when we read about the quantum processing unit thing, it basically determines what the directives of the mission are based on quantum processing, AI, sort of. It's just like whatever's best. And so perhaps it's, if what he's saying is true, which is, he's not claiming, he's just saying it's a hunch, fair, to give him some credit. But if what he's saying is the truth, then that means that it decided that we were the best candidate for survival to make this all happen. But then also, could it predict that we were going to have to make alters? Like, who knows? Anyways.
No. I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
When he says do the right thing, it makes me think of in Bioshock, the Would You Kindly? It turns out we need Rupidium arcs to get Rupidium to Earth. It costs a lot of resources, but there's no other way. Radiation at night, metal deposits, research, yeah, all good. So, let's see. I guess that would just be building. Oh, it has all our collectibles in here too. Okay, this is just our current storage. Nice. And then, yeah, all right. Okay, so we have a little bit of time. These guys are looking to chat. Here's our storage. And we can go in here to see it, but we can just go to the menu. I love the loop, man.
So, how are you?
So much to do.
Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you? You mean idle conversations like the one we're having now? Like the one you're trying to turn this into? I'm not falling for it. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone.
Oof.
Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here and now. I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rupidium back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see.
Yeah, I think with him, the way we're handling those conversations is working pretty well. It's cool how they're just hanging out in all these different spots, man.
Hey, man. You're clearly angry. Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry.
Okay.
So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down? Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick.
Okay. Cool.
But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess. Maybe you should punch me. Why not? Let it all out. You don't want that. Trust me. But I appreciate the offer.
Okay, I mean, I'll take that. Now, I'm a little concerned about, like, stretching myself too thin here with a third altar. But, like I said, this one, the miner, seems like it would just be so helpful right now. The refiner too, so if we get to that refining thing and we get the enriched metals, we could break it down into 2 different resources at once. That seems pretty good. It unlocks the worker, which doesn't seem as appealing to me, but maybe there's more to that I'm gonna need. And like, if I set those thresholds, yeah, maybe there is enough work for full-time stuff. Having the doctor could be pretty interesting, but we haven't really been injured or anything yet. But cooking food could be nice. It's a tough call. I think my gut's telling me go miner here. Hard to believe you agreed, ending up in the mine like Dad. You're pretty sure he was behind that offer, but what could you do? Mom's medical bills are piling up. Besides, you're never gonna be like him. Let's put him in the tank, and we'll wake him up in the morning. I actually like that it just does the names as like Jan Job. Now, we'll go through all of this, but we'll do that in the next episode because we're going to wrap up here soon. So that's going to take, 8 hours. So just overnight is good. It's almost bedtime. His research thing is happening. Workshop-wise, I need a mining outpost. That's probably the most important thing here. I've only got 46. That's rough for me. So we'll reuse some of those pylons. That'll be helpful. But I'm not going to have enough for a drill cartridge. But so be it, you know. And then let's look at the arc. Holy smokes. Okay. So we need 120 rupidium for this. It's also taking up 8 slots, 32 mass. Now, notice, this is interesting. So base mass 176 impacts your organics cost for the journey, right? For the next journey. But your max organics is 300. So your base mass can't go over this right now. Something to think about. Something to think about. Something we're going to have to balance. It's more space efficient than a storage unit similar in size. All right. So top priority right now, I think the dormitory. That'll probably keep my people happy, which means they'll work a little bit longer. That would be great. Refinery, maybe, but I'm kind of hesitant on building in the radiation area right now. Once we get access to more research, maybe we can get like radiation resistant suits or whatever. That would be kind of cool. We have the workshop. The greenhouse for vegetables would be good because then I could make cooked meals. If I go into production here, kitchen, yeah, cooked meals would be nice. They take 20 minutes. So they're also faster than making mush, which is actually very interesting. But now, too, we are going to be going through resources with 4 people a lot. So somebody is going to have to be in here cooking while I'm out there doing stuff. Yeah, okay, well, we'll figure it out. It's bedtime, so we'll figure that out tomorrow. And I'm gonna have to try to find some metals. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So when I wake up, we're gonna go get the mining outpost. I'm just taking some notes here because there's a lot of stuff we have to do. Mining outpost, beds for altars, make the new altar. That's basically done. And read the miner life path. So sweet. Guys, wish me luck. We will see you soon. Let's rest. Okay, the sun is far away, so that's indicating me there's no, like, super rush right now. We don't have any countdown in the bottom right. Things are chill. New altar's ready. Guys, we'll meet the new altar when we come back, do a couple other things, and go from there. Wish me luck. Things are starting to heat up. Bye-bye.